Hey guys, it's Chris coming to you today from my car office, what I like to call my car office because sometimes I'm shooting around the beach in my car all day. But one thing that has really been on my mind that I want to share with you is short sales from a buyer's perspective. Something that if I were working with you as a buyer that we'd really kind of want to be watching out for, and it would be very important for me to have you understand what you're kind of getting into when you're dealing with a short sale property. For some people, you don't know what a short sale is. Let me quickly explain in a really simple way. What a short sale actually means is, let's use an imaginary property. You know, for the past few years down here in Miami, prices were skyrocketing. So, you know, in 2005, you know, property was selling for a lot more than what it's selling for today. So say in 2005, there was somebody who purchased a property, and let's just say they purchased that property for $300,000. And they got 100% financing, which at that time they could do, and so they had a $300,000 mortgage on that property. Well, today with the economic crisis and all sorts of different things going on, there's a lot of homeowners who are behind on their mortgage and are now entering into foreclosure. So, and they really don't have the option to sell the property as a normal sale because maybe the property in today's market is only worth $150,000. For most people who would be behind on their mortgage, if they wanted to sell that property in a normal transaction, they'd have to they'd have to sell the property for $150,000, go to the closing table and bring with them $150,000 just to close the property. That's crazy. So what's happening when a short sale happens, what that means is you have a mortgage up here, right? But the property value's down here, and you're basically asking the bank to forgive the seller of the difference. So in a typical short sale, if there was a property that was worth $150,000, they may have a $300,000 mortgage on it, a realtor is going to go ahead and list that property for $150,000 at market value. Okay? Now they might be able to secure a buyer on that property for $150,000. Now when they write a contract on that property for $150,000, it's going to have to be what's called subject to short sale, or to the lender's approval of the short sale. Once that contract is made between the buyer and seller, they're going to submit that contract to the bank because they need the short sale approval. They need to know that the bank is going to forgive the seller of that $150,000. Now once that contract is submitted to the bank, it has to go through a few, how should I put it, a few layers of bureaucracy at the bank. They got their procedures that they have to work through in order to get this approval. Now, in most cases, this short sale approval, although they are going quicker than they have about a year ago, I mean, it could take anywhere from 4 weeks to 3 to 4 months to get an answer whether that the bank is actually going to accept the price of $150,000. So I hope you're following this, but I kind of want to give you an idea that if you're a buyer looking to make an offer on a short sale property, you've got to be aware that when you're making an offer on that property, even though it's listed at $150,000, the bank might not accept a purchase price of $150,000. In 2 months or something, they might come back to you and say, hey, look, you know, we did an appraisal on this property and we think the property's worth more. We're only going to take an offer of $160,000. And as a buyer, you need to know that that's a possibility. That list price for the property sometimes isn't the final price. Even if you're making a full price offer, the property might sell for higher because the bank will only approve a higher price on that short sale deal. The other thing you need to know is that in a short sale situation, there's oftentimes multiple offers on the property. Okay? So it's a good idea, if you really want that property, to be the very first to offer and get a contract with the seller on that property. So you're the first offer to be considered. Okay? Another thing you need to keep in mind is that dealing with a short sale, while I do believe they can be phenomenal deals, and I I support my buyers in working on a short sale, and trying to purchase a short sale, you've got to be aware that it can be a frustrating process, and there's things that you may not be fully educated on that may frustrate you during that process. So if you're going to be working with short sales and making offers on short sales, you got to go in with an open mind and get ready to be patient, okay? So those are just some of the things that I want to share with you, and if you have any questions, I would love to answer your short sale questions. I really do know short sales inside and out, so I'd be happy to answer any questions. You can certainly email me at chrisandjohn chrisandjohn@kw.com. That's KRISANDJOHN@kw.com. Stands for Keller Williams, my real estate company. Or you could, always give me a call at 786-514-6621. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.